welcome. So today we're going to do a standing sequence and all levels standing sequence. So come onto your knees and bring your hands to your heart. We're going to start first on the mat and then work our way up to stand. But first let's come inside and breathe. Feel the power of your breath inside your body. Bring your hands to your heart so that you can feel the motion of your body as you breathe in and as you exhale. Feel the rising and descension of your chest. Feel new life inside as you breathe in and exhale everything you no longer need. Let it go. Let it go. And then bring your hands down by your side, open your eyes. And I have my blanket on my mat because I like a little cushioning under my knees. So if you wish to do that, go right ahead. And we're going to start in child's pose. So come into your child's pose. Bringing your arms straight out in front of you for an extended child's pose. Look between your hands. Walk your hands over to the right, but only so far as you can stretch your arms and at the same time keep your hips over your heels, your sits bones over your heels. So we want to stretch our upper body, and so if your hips come along with it, if they spew out to the side, you will not be able to stretch as well. So walk your left fingers a little bit farther away as much as you can and allow your right hand to come parallel. Inhale and then exhale and fold. Inhale, look up, walk your hands back to center, straight arms, look forward, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, straight arms. Walk your hands over to the left. We're going to do the same thing here. So your right arm is stretching a little bit more. Keep your hips even. And then let your left arm reach. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale and fold. Bring your hands back to center and reach. And as your fingers move forward, your hips are going to come up and your elbows are going, your shoulders, are going to come over your wrists. Slide your legs back behind you for a nice long stretch. Looking forward, push the mat away from you so that your shoulders don't scrunch up. Push them away. Use your core muscles to keep your center strong. Inhale and then exhale. Send your hips back to your heels. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, turn under your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. While you're here in your down dog, you might want to push your blanket out of the way. And breathe. Your chest should be coming towards your thighs. Your heels coming towards the mat, and your hands, it's as if you're pushing the mat away from you. Nice long back. Come all the way up onto the balls of your feet. Bring your chest a little bit closer to your thighs and then let your heels come all the way down for your perfect alignment. So we're going to either step your leg your right leg forward and then let your left follow, or you're going to walk your hands between your feet. Your feet between your hands. So if you're going to step, if you're going to walk, you'll just walk your feet forward and hang over. Take opposite elbows and roll from side to side. And then release your arms, fly out and up and down the center line. Come to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. And in your mountain pose, your feet are directly under your hip bones. Your shoulders are over your hips are over your ankles. You're going to bring your belly towards your spine, helping you to lift your middle, to lift your whole spine, getting taller. The crown of your head reach up. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, and let your arms fall naturally by your side. Mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You're going to come to the top of your mat. Your hands are in Anjali Mudra at your heart. You're going to come to the ball of your right foot, and you're going to step back for a Warrior One legs. So in Warrior One legs, your legs are in their own track. So that's better for balance. Your hips are going to square forward as best you can. Yeah. Send your arms back behind you, your arms overhead alongside your ears. Make sure that your knee, your left knee, is not forward of your ankle. So walk it forward if it is. Bring the palms of your hands together. Look up at your prayer. Warrior, always saying a prayer before going into battle. Inhale, exhale, send your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers in Yoga Mudra. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Let your knuckles stretch back behind you. Crown of your head forward. So in this pose, you have a nice flat back, crown of your head reaching in one direction, sits bones in the opposite direction. Now you can stay right here, or you can come inside your legs. Make sure your hips don't skew out to one side or the other. Keep them straight, and you'll come inside. For humble warrior or devotional warrior, Bhakti Virabhajasana 1. And let your knuckles lead you back up. Release your arms. Bring your arms up overhead. Bring your hands back to prayer. Turn in the direction of your bent knee with your hands by your heart. Come to center and turn in the opposite direction and step your back foot so that the arch of that back foot is opposite the heel of your front foot for Warrior 2. And it's up to you. You can get as wide as you comfortably choose to. Yeah? So here you can have your arch of your back foot opposite the heel or the heel opposite. I like the arch. So let your knee, make sure it's bent, and make sure it's not collapsing inside. You want your knee directly over your middle toe. You want to square your shoulders, straight line, and your arms looking out. You're going to look over your left fingers. Sizing up your challenge. We need our warriors right now. Let's call on our inner warriors. Bring your back hand to your back leg And bring your arm up, keep your palm facing forward in a gesture, a mudra of peace and welcoming. Inhale and exhale your forearm onto your thigh. Bring your right arm alongside your right ear. And stretch. So from your fingertips to your heel is a long, straight line. Straighten your front leg and come right into your triangle pose. Now you could have a block here underneath your front arm, or you might be all the way up here. That's perfectly fine. Swing your arm down onto the front of your mat and send your left leg back behind you for downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward and then your left, or you can walk your feet between your hands. Fly out and up and down the center line. And pause for a moment. Inhale and exhale. Step your left foot back behind you. Step your left foot a little bit closer to your right to come into Warrior One leg. So we're coming into this a little differently than we did before. A little variation is nice. Send your arms straight back behind you and let them swing you up to Warrior One. Remember, your knee doesn't go past your ankle, so heel toe the way I'm doing it, if there's any danger of that. Hands to prayer. Swing your arms back behind you, interlace your knuckles, Yoga Mudra. Square off those hips. Inhale, exhale, come forward with a flat back first. And you may stay here, or you may wish to come inside your forward leg. Any amount. Let your knuckles lead you back up. And when you do that, you're pushing into the mat to give you stability. And let your arms come back down. Send your arms out to the side and then bring them back to Anjali Mudra, a prayer pose at your heart. Twist to your bent knee. Inhale to center. Exhale to the opposite side and come in to Warrior One, Warrior Two. So I'm going to be on this side now. Right, so we're in our Warrior Two again. Remember, come as far down as you're comfortable coming for a fiercer Warrior Two. Look over your right fingers, or whichever fingers these are in front of you. And again, make sure your leg isn't collapsing in. Square your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, send your back hand to your back thigh. Lift your forward arm for a peaceful warrior. Bring your forearm down to your thigh. Bring your opposite arm alongside your ear. Straight line from your fingertips to your heel. And then come into a triangle pose. All straight lines in a triangle. Inhale back to Warrior Two. And this time you're going to turn both your feet forward and begin to walk them, heel toe them to center. Okay. And you're just going to pause for a moment. And feel the beat of your heart against your hands. let's take this time to find our energy in a balancing pose. So bring your the toes of your left foot, the balls of your left foot on the mat. Turn your leg out. You can keep your hands here or you can release them if that helps with your balance. You want to try and keep your hips even. And maybe you'll keep your heel by your ankle, or maybe you'll bring it up to your calf. Bring your arms overhead and let them blow in the breeze. It helps to pick a point opposite you to keep your focus on. That's called a drishti. And bring it down. Let's do the other side. Inhale. Bring your leg up and blow in the breeze. Bring your hand down, and as you do, let your leg come down. And if you wanted to, you could bring your leg all the way up to your thigh, yogi's choice. Inhale, and bring your hands back down to your heart. And just breathe. Bring your chin to your chest. Release your arms and begin to roll your whole body, starting one step at a time. Shoulders, chest, hips, bend your knees, and come back from where we started into child's pose. Only this time, make your child's pose as restful and peaceful as possible. I like my arms alongside my legs. This beautiful, introspective, cozy, restful pose. And when you're ready, you'll come out of your pose. Come to your Sukhasana, your easy seat, and bring your hands to your heart and come back to your breath. Thank you so much for being with me for this session. Namaste.